Hi Aquarius, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading for July. I hope you guys are all well. I would like to take just a quick second to remind everyone that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Aquarius out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you. Leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind that the energies can reverse. So if it is resonating, get in where you fit in. But as always, Aquarius, please don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Aquarius? Aquarius. All right, Aquarius, you are starting out with the Six of Cups in the reverse. You have the Lovers, and you have the Eight of Pentacles. So I feel like you're trying to let go of someone or a situation perhaps, but something from the past. You're trying to release a past thought, memory, or person. I do feel like this is could be about a soulmate. I feel like with the Lovers here, you may have a big choice to make with regard to love, or you could even be trying to choose between two people. And if that's the case, you would likely be releasing someone from the past. This could be somebody that you are working with, that you are trying to make this decision about. I do feel like you're definitely pouring yourself into work right now. This could be in order to deal with loss or to deal with, you know, the stress of making this decision. But I feel like you're definitely working very hard right now. So let me see who's in your energy. Show me who is in Aquarius energy, please. Show me who's in Aquarius energy. All right, we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. That would be Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn energy. We have the Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Pentacles in the reverse. So this could be somebody who has recently divorced. It doesn't have to be. It could also be somebody that's just experienced a very deep loss, even a financial loss, actually, because I'm definitely seeing this person is struggling financially, most likely due to some investments that may have been made that were not the best investments. There was a poor judgment made, perhaps. So this person could be experiencing a loss. They could be trying to rob Peter to pay Paul. And it's a real balancing act. Like any unexpected expenditure could be very difficult for this person. I feel like they're very impatient with this situation as well. They may have overindulged in something that has caused these losses as well. This person is trying to make some sort of a decision. I don't know if it is about relationship or about money. They're definitely preoccupied with money. Let me see the energy between Aquarius and this person. The Devil. Okay, so there's some kind of toxic energy here. If this person could be unfaithful, they could be or they may be somebody that you knew from the past. There's definitely like this energy of temptation between the two of you. Yeah, there's something toxic here. Now, some of you could be dealing with a Capricorn. That's very strong here. Let me see what's affecting this connection. I'm also seeing that this person is extremely money-oriented. And I don't know if it's because they've had a huge loss or if they're just if that's just who they are, you know? Show me what's affecting the connection. Five of Wands reversed. And the Chariot in reverse. This person feels stuck. They don't know what direction to go. I feel like if there has been conflict between you and this person, Aquarius, you don't want to be in conflict here. It could be that, this person could have been trying to make you an option for some of you, and you're not going to compete with anybody. I can see that. But this person doesn't know what direction to move in. I feel like you're avoiding conflict with them right now. Let me see the outcome. Show me the outcome. Ten of Wands reversed. You're going to work these problems out. I feel like you're going to be the one who puts in the effort to do so, though. So be aware of that. I feel like you've been putting a lot of effort into this connection, and this person hasn't really invested. So I do feel like the problems are going to be worked out. We'll clarify to see how. Bottom of the deck is the Hierophant, Taurus energy, but it's more of the energy of contemplation, pulling back, in this particular deck anyway, pulling back, you know, trying to get your balance. Some of you could be seeking like counseling, or you could be seeing a spiritual leader as well in order to deal with the problems and the conflicts here. I definitely feel like there's a strong attraction between you and this person, but I'm getting that for some of you, this person has been juggling between you and someone else, and they may be married. Let's clarify. Spirit, why is the Six of Cups in reverse? All right, Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Cups. Yeah, you love this person. You love this person, but I get the feeling like you've been the one who's been giving in this connection. Yeah, and I feel like, you know, you just wanted something. I feel like you might be releasing this person because you want a equal give and take relationship. And I feel like you, even though you love this person, you may be trying to release them and let them go because this person looks like they've been juggling you and someone else. But there's such a strong temptation between you and this person. Why is the Lovers here? You may feel this person is a soulmate. Why is the Lovers here? Ten of Coins reversed, Wheel of Fortune reversed, and the Ace of Swords reversed. Yeah, you don't have any clarity. You don't have any clarity about whether or not this person is going to end another connection. And you're feeling very stuck. You don't want to be placed in competition with anyone. And so I feel like you may have ended this connection. Or you're contemplating it if you haven't. Let me see why the Eight of Pentacles is here. You're definitely dissatisfied with how this connection is going. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? Some of you work with this person, but you don't have to. Why is the Eight of Pentacles here? This is a big decision for you if you're contemplating ending this connection. Or you may be waiting for this person to end, you know, something else, and like a long-term connection that they've had, and they're not taking action. Six of Wands reversed, Eight of Wands reversed. Yeah, I feel like some of you have ended this connection because you felt like it was never going to be successful. And you may have even blocked this person. If you haven't blocked this person physically, I do feel like there's a blockage here that's causing this to be unsuccessful. And quite honestly, it appears to be another relationship of some sort. I do feel like you may feel this person wasn't truthful with you. They didn't tell you the full story about something. I feel like you may also have family and friends that do not like this person. But I feel like you feel stuck and you're trying to avoid having a big conflict with this person. Let's look at their energy. You definitely feel like, you know, even though you're putting in the effort, Aquarius, and you're the one, I'm sorry, but it just appears like you're the only one putting in effort. And it's not balanced. This person is not giving you what you wanted, which was a balanced give and take. So I do feel like even though you feel that you've been putting in all this effort, you've been very kind, you've been very loving, you've been very generous, the success of this connection is being blocked. And it looks like it's being blocked because of another connection. So let's clarify. Spirit, why is the King of Pentacles in reverse? Now, it could be this person's just not offering commitment. Queen of Swords and the Empress in reverse. Oof. Yeah, this person appears to be already in another connection. And it doesn't look like either of them are actually faithful, if I'm being completely honest. This person does know that you have put up your boundaries, though. I feel like you've been very clear with this person. Your boundaries are up. They may feel like, oh, well, Aquarius just doesn't want to talk to me about this. This is never going to... This person is in a poverty mindset. There's something to do with their money that is very lacking here. But a lot of it comes from their overemphasis on finances and money is actually keeping that from coming towards them. Yeah, because they definitely, they lack self-esteem. They lack the ability to manifest what it is that they want. But I definitely feel like this person puts you in competition with someone else. And granted, they're not happy in that other connection either, because I feel like whoever they're dealing with is not very kind. They're not very nurturing. This person's difficult to be around, but so is your person, you know? At least with them. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? So they know that your boundaries are up. Four of Cups reversed, Nine of Pentacles, and the Eight of Cups reversed. So this person's out here pretending to be single when they're not, basically. You appear to be single, Aquarius, if I'm being completely honest. You appear to be single. And they can't walk away from another situation. So they made the very unwise decision, it looks like, to juggle you and this other person. They feel like, and it might be due to finances, that they can't accept the love that you're actually giving them because they are still focused on someone from the past or a situation from the past. So they have to juggle you and this person from the past that they're not happy with. And I do feel like it's coming to the point where a decision has to be made, and they don't know what decision to make. They're definitely not understanding what you're bringing to the table. They're not understanding that this, between the two of you, this is like a gift, you know, that you're here giving all of this, feeling all this emotion. They don't see it because they're stuck. They're too much focused on, you know, the past, that they can't see what's being given. But they're beginning to get it. They're beginning to understand that they've really treated this connection disrespectfully. Yeah. So why is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse? Why is the Seven of Pentacles in reverse? Judgment reversed. The Knight of Wands. Yeah, they're very inconsistent. This is somebody who does not make wise decisions, Aquarius. They're very inconsistent. I feel like they're going to, in a moment of, you know, a moment of impetuousness, impulsiveness, I feel like this person is going to come rushing in to talk to you, wanting to work everything out, wanting to resolve the problems. But this is somebody who is not, they're not really offering the reconciliation that you want. This is somebody who still is not going to invest in the connection. They're going to come in, but they're going to leave just as quickly. And I feel like this person may have been in and out of your life quite a bit. This is somebody who makes poor judgment calls. Let me see. Show me the energy between Aquarius and this person. Ace of Pentacles, Seven of Swords reversed. Ooh, I hope you didn't loan this person money. Some of you guys may have loaned this person money. You were over generous with regard to finances. Yeah. I do see that you love this person, though. You're powerfully attracted, but this is a toxic connection here. I do feel like your money is pretty good. You likely make more money than this person, or you are, you know, somehow better financially. But this person, they may have done some sketchy things for money. I can definitely see that this person knows that you've figured out, you know, that they're not moving forward, that they're stuck. I don't know if this person didn't tell you the full truth about the other connection that they were in, but they definitely feel very exposed right now, and they know you don't trust them. They're wondering if you're even open to discussing it and talking about it, because I feel like your boundaries are very high at this point. Yeah, a lot of you are working on your money, but I feel like somebody out there loaned this person money, and that may have been a mistake. So let me see what's affecting the connection. I mean, I don't know. Is this person a gambler? They could have a gambling issue. There's something toxic. The Lovers reversed. Ten of Wands reversed. And the Two of Coins. So a decision, you have a decision. Because you have the Lovers in the upright, what's going to affect the connection, or is affecting it, is it's in the reverse. So you're the one who has a decision to make here. And I do feel that you've been feeling pretty stuck. You've kind of been pondering this. You're the one with the decision, Two of Pentacles. It's about this person. You're going to make a decision about this person. I feel like you've been avoiding conflict. I can definitely see that you've made the decision that you're not going to be placed in competition with anybody, because I feel like you've got family and friends that have been gossiping about you, and you've just been feeling really stuck. So I feel like you're going to make a decision here, and I feel like it's your decision to make, Aquarius. Now, this person that's in your energy, I feel like, you know, they don't want you to walk away. They do actually have feelings for you, and they know that you have choices. I'm wondering if you have a choice to start something new somewhere else. They're going to come in impulsively because they want to resolve the problems here. So they're the ones trying to resolve the problems. You're the one with a choice. Interesting. Yeah, and somehow that choice is being affected by deception on their side that they know you know about. And it could be about money. Let me look at it could also be about stability, though. Let me look at your outcome. Show me the outcome for Aquarius and this person. Four of Pentacles reversed. Four of Wands, and the Ten of Swords reversed. So I do see that there are definitely problems that are being resolved, and those problems have to do with the Four of Wands, a long-term connection or a marriage. I do see that marriage is affecting this in some manner. And this person's coming in wanting to resolve this. I can't tell if this person it's affecting this in some manner. So in the outcome, it's going to have a big effect on this situation. Now, this person wants to repair damage that's been done. They have made poor choices here. They haven't properly invested in the connection. They've been in and out, in and out. They're going to impulsively come towards you to resolve these problems. But I feel like this person is still connected with someone else. And so in your energy, Aquarius, you're the one who gets to decide now. And I do feel that you're going to release this person. Four of Pentacles reversed. Not only are you going to release them, you're going to block them. I feel like you realize that there's a marriage here that is blocking this connection from being successful. So no matter how much you love this person, no matter how much you would give, no matter how much you were accommodating, it's like this person just soaked all of that up and never budged, never moved. And they gave you just enough to keep you holding on until you were fed up. Until you got fed up and you realized, this is toxic. This person's being deceptive. I've been stuck in this cycle. I've been juggled here, and I'm not going to be put in competition with anyone. But it's your decision that's affecting the connection, and there's something to do with a marriage that is involved in this. I feel like your way of resolving this is to release this person because there's no stability. They're not doing an equal give and take with you. They're breadcrumbing you. There's no stability here. It's not what you thought it was going to be. And so I do feel like you're going to release and let this person go. Bottom of the deck, yeah. Three of Pentacles in the reverse. So I do feel that there was some sort of connection here. It could have been a soul contract. I feel like you may have even felt this person was a soulmate, but I feel like you are, after much contemplation, possibly some therapy even, I feel like you're letting this go. You're no longer participating in this. You're no longer putting the work into this. So that's a tough situation to be in, but I do feel like you're moving in a positive direction. All right. I'm going to pull some oracle cards for you. Some of you guys have either a big influx of money coming in this week, or you may be meeting somebody new. All right. Yeah, we have cycles. This could have been a reoccurring cycle with this person because I can see the inconsistency where they're in and they're out. It says fate, karma, something ending, and something beginning. Well, there you go. So when something ends, it does leave room for something to begin. All right, I hope that this has been helpful for you, Aquarius, and given you some insight into this situation. If you have resonated with this reading, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. And until I see you in your next reading, Aquarius, namaste.